Hello, everybody. This is Narada Rishi Raja with expeditiousfool.com, putting mindfulness in motion. And I'm here with your advice from the Gita today. So let's go ahead and see what we've got, right? See what Krishna has to say today. We've got the eternal soul. I'll let you look at that for a moment. So with the eternal soul here, what we have is, this is chapter 2, verse 20. So this is when Krishna is telling Arjuna the reasons why he should get up and fight. And he's trying to show him the bigger picture. So the eternal soul, chapter 2, verse 20. For the soul there is neither birth nor death. The soul that is will never cease to be. It is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, undying, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain. He's talking about this eternal soul as in showing him that there's a bigger picture that's at play, even though there's a battle getting ready to take place, right? And a lot of people get confused with the Bhagavad Gita that it's taking place during a battle, because the highest spiritual teachings talk about pacifism and peace and nonviolence, yet it's in a battle. And it's in a battle because it's spiritual poetry, and it's letting you know it is a battlefield. You do have to pick a side, and you do have to fight. Now, how you do that, that's a little bit different, right? It's not, again, going to be literal. But you do have to pick a side, or you'll automatically be placed in a side. And you won't know what side it is. You won't even know why you're fighting. And you won't even know what's going on. And you'll feel like everything's a struggle. Sound familiar? It does, doesn't it? The people that don't suffer, there's two different types. And they both have gained liberation. Two different types. Both of them start to understand this eternal soul. One dedicates to themselves, which means they're dedicating to what they see right now, even though they hear about this eternal soul. They have an intellectual understanding of the eternal soul, and they have broken their nervous system free and gained liberation. That's what creates asuras, demons. That would be the one side, right? That was against Arjuna and his brothers. The other folks that know this battle that's going on, and they pick a side, they choose service, they choose surrender. They choose to understand that we have an eternal soul, so focusing on this material and putting your importance there would just be silly, because it's all going to go away. So you should focus on what will always last. These then become like angels on earth, or God's hands on earth, right? So with this eternal soul principle, and with the whole Bhagavad Gita being staged in a battle, we're faced with a choice. We can choose one of the sides. We can choose to do our daily practice, like the card pull that I did earlier with the strength. We can choose to do our daily practice, and we can open up our system, and we can become liberated, so we can actually, see things clearly in our mind, right? That's why we do our yoga practices, to come into yoga, into union, to realize that we are this eternal soul. It never goes away, right? So when we look at it like that, it changes things, because we realize that if we don't choose one of these, then we're going to be stuck being tossed in the middle. We won't know authentically who we are, authentically what we're supposed to do. Therefore, there will be a level of suffering that comes with that. Your level of suffering is in direct relation to your level of faith. There is no swaying on that. It doesn't matter the external circumstances. That's what you're looking at. You can have everything in the world, but if you don't have faith and if you're not living in service, you're going to feel unfulfilled. It's going to be a pain. It's going to hurt. You're going to think this life is just horrible. And instead of seeing the perfection. The key to seeing the perfection is starting with understanding that you are an eternal soul. The body is slain, it goes away, but the soul never dies. Soul creates other bodies, soul continues on, and even the soul body that you're currently in, that energetic, subtle soul body that you're in, is just another body to a much, much larger eternal soul that you're a part of. All right, everybody, that's the advice I have for you today from the Gita. I hope that this helps. I hope that it gives you inspiration on your spiritual journey and inspires you, hopefully, to pick a side, and then hopefully, God willing, right? It's all His will, her will, its will, doesn't matter. But it's all its will. And with that, I hope that you choose the side of service. That way we can raise up everybody together. That way you can see the perfection in this system instead of all of the flaws. And yes, both of them can exist at exactly the same time. All right, everyone. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful. Namaskaram.